Good evening, I'm Swastika Panda from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Government decides to take strict action against the persons who avail flats by producing false affidavits under discretionary quota. Supreme Court orders formation of a judicial committee to probe into alleged land grab by Odisha Olympic Association. Odisha government grants 30 acres of land to Indian Tobacco Company ITC for its proposed Rs 470 crore food park in Khurda district. Production resumes at MCL Stalcher coalfields as agitating locals withdraw strike after job assurance for land losers. And Tourism Department releases Divine Rebirth, a sand art animation film on Lord Jagannath's Navakalibar festival. Now the details. The state government yesterday decided to take stringent action against the persons who availed plots, houses and flats from development authorities and State Housing Board by producing fake affidavits and other misleading documents. In pursuance of the decision of the Cabinet, the General Administration Department GAD had finalized modalities for implementation of the recommendation of the Task Force on Land, House, Flats allotment by the Bhubaneswar Development Authority BDA, Cuttack Development Authority CDA, Odisha State Housing Board OSHB and GAD. A statement issued by the government said, modalities to take action against erring persons were made in consultation with Law Department and Advocate General. It said, adding the GAD had decided that stringent action would be taken against the persons who have availed multiple fraudulent allotment of plots, houses, flats by furnishing false affidavit and other misleading information. BDA, CDA and OSHB will take steps for cancellation of irregular allotments of plots, houses, flats, the statement said, adding that before such cancellation, show cause notices will be issued to each of the allottees. Notice of the show cause will specify the time within which reply is to be given by the respective allottees as per law, it said. Necessary decision for cancellation or resumption or otherwise will be taken after giving due opportunity of hearing to the allottees, it added. The Vigilance Department under GAD will also simultaneously initiate appropriate action with regard to multiple allotments of plots, houses, flats and take steps as per relevant criminal law against the persons who have availed such facilities on the basis of false affidavits or misleading information. Thus, the modalities are aimed at firm action while adhering to the principle of natural justice and the relevant provision of law, the statement said. The Supreme Court yesterday directed to form a judicial committee which will investigate whether Barabati Palace and adjoining 23 shops in Cuttack have been constructed on encroached land or on the property owned by Odisha Olympic Association OOA. The Apex Court also asked the Odisha Accountant General AG to submit a report on the fiscal transactions of Barabati Palace, a marriage hall, and the business establishment adjacent to it, purportedly encroached by the state's Apex Sports body. As per the court's direction, the committee will be headed by Cuttack District Judge, while 2 additional judges will be its members. They will be nominated by the Acting Chief Justice of Odisha High Court. The committee will make an on-the-spot inquiry. The Chief Secretary and Revenue Secretary have been directed to assist the panel in its inquiry. Odisha High Court had directed Cuttack District Administration to take possession of Barabati Palace and the other business establishments in November last year. This apart, the court had also asked the crime branch to investigate the activities of OOA. Later, OOA had challenged the High Court's order in Supreme Court.
Dita direction code देइचंती first direction code देइचंती कि accountant general जो तांगा report ता देखले से क्षेत्र बहुत issues ऊपर deal करते तो तांको कहचंती कि restrict करी कि only 23 shops और कल्याण मंडप जोटा तारो accounts ऊपर report देवे एक दूसरे direction यह देइचंती कि गोटे committee form हवा under the chairmanship of the district judge of the of Cuttack. Now, बाकी दीटा additional district judge रहिबे ADJ. से जो 2 जन additional district judge रहिबे, से माने nominate हेबे by the acting chief justice of the High Court. आउ से माने जाई की physical inspection करी की ascertain करिबे कि ये 23 shops और कल्याण मंडप exist करूची ना नहीं original lease ऊपर. please hold land upare.
In a significant development which would further boost the medium and small-scale industries in Odisha, the state government has decided to provide 30 acres of land to confectionery behemoth Indian Tobacco Company (ITC) for setting up a food park in Khurda district. The decision came at a meeting of the state-level land allotment committee held in the secretariat yesterday. Besides, the committee also approved the expansion of SMS India Private Limited, which would set up a steel equipment manufacturing unit in the district. The state government would provide 14 acres of land to the company for the purpose. Talking to media persons after the meeting, Odisha Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation (IDCO) Chairman cum Managing Director Vishal Dev said the company has a proposal to invest rupees 470 crore in the project. Sources said the multi-business conglomerate with diversified presence in fast-moving consumer goods (FMCG), hotel, paperboard and packaging, agribusiness and information technology sectors is keen to set up biscuits and confectionery manufacturing units in the state. Earlier in January this year, a team of ITC had held discussions with the Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises MSME secretary in this regard and made a presentation before him on the project, the sources added.
Major अच्छी गोटे ITC रो फूड पार्क खोर्धारे हबो आउ SMS इंडस्ट्रीज जोटा खोर्धारे ऑलरेडी करिथिले एट अ कॉस्ट ऑफ 250 crores तांकर गोटे एक्सपेंशन पई आसी तांको भी लैंड ए दीटा बड़ प्रपोजल थिला बाकी सब छोटो प्रपोजल लैंड दिया प्राय 470 कोटी टंकार गोटे बड़ प्रोजेक्ट करिवे फूड पार्क सरकार करछुनी ना अन्य के प्राइवेट कंपनी ITC is a very large company.
Protests continue to erupt across the state over hike in reservation of seats for SC and ST category as students of MKCG Medical College in Barampur staged demonstration demanding withdrawal of the increase in the quota. The protesting students demanded that the selection of candidates for admission in medical institutes should be solely based on merit. Moreover, with such reservations for special categories, the students of the general category will be deprived from higher education. Earlier on Wednesday, the students of Birla Medical College, voicing their concerns over the government decision, carried out a protest rally from the college premises and demanded that the government should make provisions for admission solely on the basis of merit. While only 8% of the seats were earlier reserved for the SC candidates in educational institutions, now they would avail 16.25% of the seats in any college. Similarly, the ratio of reservation for ST students was enhanced to 22.5% from 12%. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik approved a proposal in this regard, and the new decision would be implemented from the 2015-16 academic year. The government's decision would be applicable for all the educational institutes run either by the government or private owners in the state. The ST and SC students would get the facility in higher studies like medical and engineering colleges and universities, said Durga Prasad the additional secretary in higher education department.
आमे रिजर्वेशन एग्नेस्ट ना हो किंतु आमे चाहू जो मात्राधिक रिजर्वेशन न हो एक्चुअली जो माने रिजर्वेशन को उपभोग करिया कथा से मानु को उपभोग करिया दिया जाऊ किंतु कोन होउछ ना जो माने अंधार रहया कथा से मान रहि जाउचंती किछि कम लोक रिजर्वेशन उपभोग करचंती जोटा कि भविष्य रे शिक्षार मान आ गुणात्मक विकास हुई
With the aim to make Odisha self-sufficient in production of pulses and oil seeds, the State Seed Corporation has signed a tripartite agreement with National Seed Corporation and International Crops Research Institute for the semi-arid tropics ICRISAT at the Secretariat here yesterday. As per the MOU, while both National Seeds Corporation and ICRISAT would produce pulses and oil seeds for the 3 years in Odisha, the State Seeds Corporation would purchase those seeds and supply them to farmers at cheaper rates. Agriculture Minister Pradeep Maharathi and Principal Secretary of Department Rajesh Verma were present during the signing of the agreement.
Mainly pulses and oil seeds जो हमर अभाव रहउछि सीड्स रो तार पूर्ति करिया पई ए दुटा एग्रीमेंट कराई छी एटा 3 वर्ष पई कराई छी 15 16 16 17 और 17 18 एटा देखला परे यदि आउ दरकार पड़ियो याकू फर्दर एक्सटेंड भी करा जिवो.
A state singer has lodged a complaint at the Bhadrak Rural Police Station alleging gang rape. As per the allegations brought by the victim yesterday, she was hired to perform at a wedding ceremony. Rather than taken to the marriage procession, she was taken to a secluded place and gang raped, the victim alleged. The accused left in the victim in a critical state and fled the spot. After getting information, victim's father reached the spot and rescued her. Her father took her to the hospital after rescuing her from the spot. Subsequently, a complaint in the police station was lodged based on which the police have begun an investigation. Meanwhile, the victim has informed that she did not recognize the culprits.
विष्णुपुर लोक से आसी रिपोर्ट आज सकाल कले तार जड़े बहिता झील जो घर पाखे रुए और बाहागर जो मेलोडी मुविंग मेलोडी हुए से गीत गीत गाए से गीत गायापी दुई जन लोक आसिक कल नहीं जाते से झील को राति से गोटे निछाटिया जगार गण दुष्कर्म कर दुई जन अभियोग कर गोटे केस कर तदंत।
The Indian hockey team outplayed Japan 2-1 in the third game to seal the 4-match bilateral test series 2-0 in their favour at the Kalinga Stadium here on Thursday. Penalty corner specialist V.R. Raghunath converted one with ease while Akashdeep Singh displayed brilliant stick work to score the second goal for India. After a tough fight, Hirotaka Wakari scored the lone goal for Japan. Amidst Congress allegation that there is a deal between BJP and BJD to save ruling party leaders in Odisha from various camps, Chief Minister Navin Patnaik yesterday met party parliamentarians at Sansad Bhavan and discussed with them about party's approach towards the centre. I had a discussion with the BJD MPs from Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha about the follow-up of the schedule for Odisha's requirements from the Prime Minister and various union ministers, Patnaik told media persons later. Soon after the meeting, BJD's Parliamentary Party Chief Bhartrihari Mehtab said, besides other discussions, the party cleared its stand on the contentious land acquisition bill, which is expected to be discussed in Lok Sabha. There are a lot of state-related developmental projects which need a push, and we discussed that, Mehtab added. Meanwhile, alleging that the Chief Minister visited Delhi during last Assembly session and had a meeting with the Prime Minister, senior Congress leader Narsingh Mishra said, there is reasonable ground to believe that a secret deal has been struck, as subsequent developments like probe into Chitgate made it amply clear. All these give an impression that BJD has joined hands with the BJP government at the centre, not as equals to protect the interest of the state, but to save their leader and some members of BJD from the serious consequences of various camps in which they are embroiled, he alleged.
I had a discussion with the Biju Janata Dal MPs from the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha about follow-up that they should do for Odisha's requirements from the Prime Minister and various union ministers.
किभଳି ଭାବରେ ए बजेट सेशन रे समस्त पार्टिसिपेट करिसंती से संपर्क रे मध्ये से कहिसंती पचारि बुझिसंती नुआ नुआ मेंबर जो माने प्रथम थर पई पार्लियामेंट को आसिसंती तांकर सुविधा असुविधा विषय रे मध्ये कहिसंती प्रधानमंत्री को जो चिट्ठी गुडी का इतिमध्ये से लिखिसंती तार एक बुकलेट प्रस्तुत कराई से देइथिले सब सांसद मानक जो प्रसंग गुड़िक अच्छी बर्तमान विचार पाई विशेषकर जमी अधिग्रहण संक्रांत रे जो विधेयक आसंता काली पुणी सरकार आणुचंती से संपर्क में आम दलर मत को स्पष्ट करा जायछि।
The agitating residents of Bhalugadia village in Angul district yesterday called off their strike, leading to normalcy in coal production after authorities of MCL assured jobs for the 62 land losers families within 1 month. Villagers of Talcher coalfields area called off their strike, which had paralyzed since yesterday all the projects and area offices of Mahanadi Coalfields Limited (MCL), a subsidiary of Coal India Limited, impacting over 2 lakh tons of daily coal production and supply, an MCL spokesman said. The decision to withdraw their agitation was taken by the protesting villagers of Bhalugadia at a meeting convened by Angul District Collector Sachin Ramachandra Jadhav and attended by District SP Rajesh Pandit, MCL Chairman cum Managing Director A.N. Sahai and other senior officers. MCL assured villagers that the company was taking appropriate actions and 62 families of Bhalugadia village in Gopal Prasad West Block, whose land was relocated to MJSJ Limited, would be offered jobs within a month, the PSU spokesman said. Meanwhile, the villagers also agreed to provide immediate possession of land to MCL, which is targeting mammoth 150 million tons coal production during current financial year. Mining operations in the country's largest Talcher coalfields in Odisha were totally stopped yesterday after villagers forced shutdown at all the projects and area offices of MCL. After a few days of respite from the scorching heat, the state has once again turned into furnace as the daytime temperature hovered above 40 degrees Celsius in 6 places yesterday. According to reports, Talcherry-Nalgol district recorded highest temperature of 42 degrees Celsius. The highest temperature here in the capital city was 40.2 degrees Celsius, the reports added. The State Tourism Department yesterday had the online release of Divine Rebirth, a sand art animation film on Lord Jagannath's Navakalevar festival. The short film, prepared by sand artist Sudarshan Patnaik, will also be available on DVDs. The film depicts the rituals associated with Navakalevar, starting from Banajaga Jatra, search for neem trees by Daitapati servitors from Puri temple, to Ghata Parivartan, transferring the soul to the new idol, Sudarshan said. The aim of this short film is to edify the masses about Navakalevar, which occurs every 12 to 19 years. A year which has 2 months, Adhika Masa of Ashadha, as per the Hindu calendar, is auspicious for conducting the ceremony. The idols are made from a special type of neem wood known as Daru Brahma. Since Jagannath's Navakalevar is mostly a secret ritual which cannot be shot on camera, Sudarshan has used 5 kilos of holy sand from Puri beach, wonderfully visualizing the concept through sand animation and weaving the entire story within 7 minutes. The film will be showcased across the globe, Tourism Secretary Arvind Padi said. The sand art animation film was launched at the State Secretariat in presence of several dignitaries. Before wrapping up the headlines once again, government decides to take strict action against the persons who avail flats by producing false affidavits under discretionary quota. Supreme Court orders formation of a judicial committee to probe into alleged land grab by Odisha Olympic Association. Odisha government grants 30 acres of land to Indian Tobacco Company ITC for its proposed Rs 470 crore food park in Khurda district. Production resumes at MCL's Talcher coalfields as agitating locals withdraw strike after job assurance for land losers. And Tourism Department releases Divine Rebirth, a sand art animation film on Lord Jagannath's Navakalevar festival. Once again, thank you for watching. Good night.